Superbike pole position. Steve Martin, I am so excited to be here. A season finale in the middle of the year as we get set up for the summer calendar that will debut the 27 championship season, but champions to be crowned across all of the classes here this weekend. Exciting times.
Yeah, we're in for a massive day. I cannot wait to get it underway. As you say, all champions, every race is going to be a winner. The winner's going to create a champion. What more can we ask for?
Well, we can ask for Chris Vermeulen to come in and give us his thoughts because he's down in pit lane.
Yeah, morning guys. I just thought I'd give you a quick update. There is a lot more cloud cover than we've had during the weekend so far, so track conditions probably a bit cooler. The Superbike Masters just headed out on track, so they're going to be the first race of the day. So yeah, this will be a good way to open the day's proceedings, but exciting day ahead, I reckon.
Yeah, thanks very much, Chris. Well, Steve, I know you love this class. In fact, you have competed on Superbike Masters machinery many, many times in the past. But this weekend, that honour will go to Jack Passfield, Ashley Wolford and Murray Clark, who'll start from the front row of the grid.
Yeah, row 2, Brad Phelan on his Yamaha, Matthew Robbins on his Suzuki and Phil Bevan on his beautiful Honda.
Yeah, John Burns on his Kawasaki ZX9 will start row 3, along with Steve Harley on that magnificent Yamaha Bimota combination, and also Jason Dawson in position number 9 on row 3. The field rounded out by Phil Allen on board bike number 35, the Ducati at the back of the grid. Of course, champions to be counted in this class. Of course, as we came into this weekend, it was pretty close and got even closer yesterday. Superbike Masters ready to go. Superbike Masters go. Passfield getting a good jump off the line. Also Murray Clark on that big Suzuki GSX-R 1100 blasting his way down towards turn 1. Wolford though straight around the outside. Of course nothing unusual there. The lightweight and nimble nature of the GSX-R 750 was looking very, very good down there into turn 1.
Yeah, well this class is between those two in the championship. Looking forward to see what they can do. They're equal on 90 points apiece at the moment, Phil. So the race is on between Passfield and Ashley Wolford.
Passfield, you mentioned, did have a little bit of a technical problem in qualifying, though the team were able to rectify that pretty quickly. Oh, big move there from Phil Allen on board the Ducati. He's made his way forward. Must have had some severe problems in the qualifying because he started from the back of the grid. He's already up into 5th position. A lightning start from there from bike number 35.
Well, there was an infringement, unfortunately, for Phil Allen, a misunderstanding, and that put him on the back of the grid. But he's certainly making his way forward. He's already up to 5th spot, so I don't think it's hampered him too much. Good move by him. And Ashley Wolford on the GSX-R 750 doing a great job right on the back wheel of the 1000cc Yamaha ridden by Jack Passfield.
I think it's quite ironic too, Steve, that you're sitting here watching this, commentating 27 years after you wrapped up the Australian Superbike Championship at this very venue. But out front, we've got 2 bikes that you have probably held in fond memories because you would have ridden both of them over the years.
Yeah, I have. Well, a bike leading a 1989 FZR 1000. I won an Australian Championship on that production class, and the GSX-R 750, that model right there was the bike that... it's actually the first Suzuki that Suzuki made in a long time that was decent, and when I got on it, I know I shouldn't be saying that, but you know, I just did. And literally, as soon as I started riding that bike, Ducati noticed, oh look, that guy can actually ride, and they gave me a ride. So it was a springboard for me to head overseas, to be honest.
Also funny too that we've been here in the past. We found a race program from about 1992, and Murray Clark's name was actually listed in it as a Superbike class competitor. And here he is, Murray Clark, now on the big Murray Clark Racing GSX-R 1100 out there, holding down 3rd position just ahead of Brad Phelan on board bike number 2. You can see Phelan there as he makes his way around through the final corner, Ducati corner, being chased down by Phil Allen.
Yeah,
on board the Ducati.
I think that Phelan's on an FZR 1000, similar to what Kev Curtin would have ridden back in the day. So, you know, again, another iconic bike, the first FZR 1000 YZF 1000 ever made. I remember when that bike came out, and that was unbeatable. Jack Passfield with an impressive lap time, 112.7. That's the quickest lap we've seen in the weekend so far. So he's really opening up that big 1989 model FZR 1000.
Down the back straight into Pirelli corner we come. You can see there, Phelan just managing to hold off, giving away a little bit of CCs to the Ducati right behind.
Now, I do know that the Bumblebee man there, Phil Allen, he was talking last round about getting a major upgrade to his engine. Whether he's done that or not yet, I don't know. But he was looking forward to rebuilding the engine, saying that his 851 was a little bit tired. The way it's performing out there and the way it's keeping up with that FZR 1000 in front, maybe he's done that.
Well, another rider that was hoping for some upgrades at the last round was the man on screen there, John Burns, on board bike number 88, the 99 model Kawasaki ZX9R. He had some gearbox woes at the last round, but said he had a new fresh engine with a nice fresh gearbox in it ready for the season finale. So looking at his progress up the field and the fact that he's hanging on to the back of Phil Bevan on that magnificent Honda RC30 indicates that modification has also taken place.
Yeah, and John Burns, of course, that bike, that ZX9R, was ridden by Marty Craggle back in the day in a class that we had called Production Superbikes. And guess what, Phil? They had gearbox problems back then too.
I know, Marty used to remind me of it all the time. He said it was a great engine, but the gearbox was woeful, and the rear suspension linkage was more designed for touring with a passenger in mind than actually going racing. Still was runner-up, I think, to the Yamaha R1 of Kev Curtin in that championship in its first year. Jack Passfield, of course, a long-time campaigner in the Supersport category in ASBK, has now taken to the historic racing with Aplomb. Been getting some very good results on that bike that he's now been riding for a couple of years. And you can see he's now holding a 4-second lead over Ashley Wolford, the local Queenslander, on board bike number 12.
Yeah, of course, that bike owned by Stuart Wood. First time out at last meeting, and yeah, he's absolutely dominating this race. Look at the lead he's got now over Ashley Wolford.
Well, that will put him into a championship leading position going into the final race later on today for the season in the outright category. Of course, lots of different categories within the category here. But that bike looks absolutely magnificent as it makes its way down to Ducati Corner. Hard to believe, Steve, that it's that old. It's still a good-looking motorcycle, isn't it, as it makes its way through the final corner and out onto the Penrite Straight.
Well, I was speaking to Stuart this morning, and I was looking at the tank on the bike, and I said, geez, I don't remember the tank looking that beautiful back in the day. Is that a new style, or is that the way they were? And he said, no, that's just the way they were. So... time around here, it's like seven or eight.
Yep.
So 4 seconds off in 30 years.
So also too that Passfield holding down that lead over Ashley Wolford on this final lap. The battle is well and truly on though for fourth position with Brad Phelan, Phil Allen, Matthew Robbins not separated by very much at all as they went across the start-finish line to complete this final lap. And only the two left-handers on the circuit to negotiate now before Jack Passfield sets sail for the final corner at Ducati to take his second win of the weekend. He took the win in yesterday's race quite comfortably as well, 1.5 seconds ahead of Ashley Wolford. Much more dominant victory today for Passfield as he comes round, crosses the start-finish line, takes the checkered flag, win number 2 for the weekend. As Jason Dawson, I think, just got across the line before the checkered flags came out, so he will get to do another lap. Wolford takes second position and a solid haul of championship points. The evergreen Murray Clark comes across the line on board bike number 36 to take third place.
Well, it's on between these two guys, though, isn't it? Have a look there. Brad Phelan up the front and Phil Allen really pushing the front through there on his YZF R6.
So that's a battle of CCs there, and in the end it is the smaller CC. But oh, look at the way that Phil Allen was catching up there as they made their way to the line. But the big Ducati just couldn't quite get the smaller 600cc machine. That was the first generation of genuine R6 as well. But Passfield takes the win by 6.7 seconds, Steve, over Ashley Wolford in second, and Murray Clark rounds out your podium.
Yeah, great job there by Murray Clark. Brad Phelan in that fourth place. Phil Allen, well, from the back of the grid to fifth, that's pretty impressive. Matthew Robbins in sixth.
Phil Bevan in seventh, John Burns in eighth, Steve Harley in ninth, and Jason Dawson rounds out your top 10.
Well, that was a good way to start the day, wasn't it, Phil?
Action is well and truly underway here at Queensland Raceway for the final round of the Penrite ASBK for 2026, as we have a look now at the AMX highlights of Superbike Masters Race 1 for the day. Second race for them this weekend. Look at that battle there. That was a pretty hectic one early on with lots of riders very, very close together. This was the charge through the field from Phil Allen on board bike number 35, as you mentioned, from the back of the grid, Steve.
Yeah, of course, number 2, Brad Phelan there with Phil Allen behind him, doing everything he could. That big 851 just moving around. But out front, Jack Passfield pretty much.
And a commanding victory, his second of the weekend. We're looking to continue that domination into race 3 for the Superbike Masters later on today, as the riders make their way back to the podium area. There's Stu Woodbury just turning the machine off for Jack Passfield. Of course, Stay Upright Rider Training, one of Jack Passfield's long-time sponsors as well. There you can see that 5-point lead now for Passfield, 115 over Ashley Wolford on 110. Murray Clark, Matthew Robbins very close behind too in that battle for third place in the championship. Phil Allen, Phil Bevan, John Burns, all very closely packed back to 7th place. Corey Grock, Greg Farrell not here this weekend. Brad Phelan round out your top 10 with Steve Harley and Jason Dawson, the top 12. Time to head down to the podium. Chris Vermeulen's with our top 3.
Yeah, thanks, guys. So what a Superbike Masters race one it was for today. Murray Clark, congratulations, third place again.
Yeah, third place, that's all I've got today, I think. I might try and challenge later on.
It was a good start, though. You must be looking forward to the next one.
Yeah, I'll just try and do better again.
Good luck, mate.
Thank you.
There you go. That was Murray Clark in third. Second place, Ash Wolford. You bogged down on the line a bit, but it was a good entry to turn 1, but didn't quite have the speed for Jack there.
Yeah, no, starting isn't my best thing, Chris, unfortunately, but we're working on it. But yeah, no, the Royal Position 750 was as good as I could get today, and I loved every minute of it. It was great.
Good luck for the next one.
Thank you, sir.
There you go, second place. And our race winner and championship leader, Jack Passfield. Jack, stand over here. Congratulations.
Yeah, no, thank you.